tukienda kumenya niki kirathi na mbere gutire hindi tungikorwo na ruo. In fact, the day mwathikana as a family ona gwiciria muthenya ucio mukomaga mutarite tondu ni muona fio yani ilikuwa ni ukweli
kabisa. True.
Yani ni ukweli kabisa. Tumemwacha kwa shamba. Hata kuja, hata sio vile tunasema ako mochari. How comes? Ate ni mwathikana mushoke muthimu gathije. Muruge murie. Na mucelebrate na mukue na kamunyweso.
Na mutinie keki ya birthday ya mundu ungi mucie wa mundu. Why? Andu acio ni moi kiria kirathire na mbere na ithuĩ turohithio nyeki atutindage tukiaria uhoro wao na makimenyaga niki mekite. Exactly.
Na ni mairuge kiria mekite tondu betini wao na ciana icio cia betini ciao enough ni maracangĩirwo kuigana. Akorwo ni mbeca marendaga ni mena cio.
Waidi muona ndirenda tugwete maritwa asa usitaje majina.
Ni sawa, ni sore mahasira.
Mundu moge ndari mihere ohoro. Riu tureragia na
walitosheka. Naona kuna mmoja wao aliamkia mochari kuchukua maji, kuna mmoja wao alienda kuchukua manguo. Sisi raia sisi hatuna padi tunaingilia. Kwa nini wanataka kuchokora mpaka sisi? Watu wengine kwa sababu wako kwa kanisa wanataka sasa hiyo maneno ikuwe ni ya kanisa. Sisi
mtoto but tuliaragia na pro leo reke ngwire so that we lose the ignorant people aria makoragwo na irumi tondu matire understanding tuliaragia na parables nigetha uria wina matui. You see, when you have wisdom you understand parables.
Exactly.
Yeah, so exactly. That's ignorant people. So we don't want that negative energy. We have no time for negative energy and low vibration. Never be masamania ko they go hug there in there. They go hug each other in their stupidity and foolishness and hypnorimo, and then as we speak in parables so that we can lose them.
So keria modo araigwa ni aiganirite ri. We urona ni wagiriire gukorwo ukihenio uraheo ukerwa ati warega kuruta Ngai ni gukukas Ngai agugukas atia kai Ngai mutheni atia waga ciringi 10 hari igana arega kuena ite utigirie ciringi 10 niki wawache kuchukua watu raia kama watu wenye hawana macho, watu wenye hawajielewi. No twathikanitha-ini ni twatwikire tutikemenya na tutire hindi tukemenya tondu tuthiaga watu wa kwimenya wakaja kuigirirwo we urekire. Yani wa kwanza wamechukua kanisa ati weru mutumia ucio makomaga na banya. Leo gugatwika ri we ona ni wauma kanitha tondu
andu othe maigatagwo kanitha maigatagwo ni undu wa kuria ciuria.
Exactly. Sadaka ni auma kuri andu matari na irio kuu matiagirirwo kumahe irio tondu sadaka pastor ni arenda guthianga kuna na tutireyuria atiriri mbeca icio turaruta ciringi 10 ciringi 5 ciringi 3 ri nigetha mundu umwe wa kuu kanitha ucio ateithike. No mbeca icio ni twaregire gucifuataga tene. Nuona mbeca ici cia na ni Bible yugite mafuno andu meragwo matware kanitha-ini ati sijui magetha ma irio cia kura cia mbere. Bible yugite irio icio cia kura cia mbere mwagirirwo gwitana family murianire inyue enyewe. Angikorwo he mundu wina kiundu kiuru maheanaga mai na kiundu kiu kiuru umeranie na mai mariku macio guthiagwo kuonwo mwana agikuyu no muhaka muheo kindu mukunde. Murakunda niki? Akorwo kwi maundu moru ukurehete mucio ucio ni wa mameria we ni wacoka na maundu macio maku. Why ithuĩ turerwo ati Kristo ni akuire muti iguru na tugicoka gukinya barabara ukaigua andu 1000 ni makuire mwaka umwe utathirite? Uraigua atumia mathire kwanga na mohete nginya itambaya cia ngirindi ni makuire othe kai Jesu atari ho? iki kiratuma andu mende kuigirira Jesu maundu maria matamukoni.
People have eyes they don't see even how patterns repeat themselves. Matiuragia, they live in a perpetual state ya patterns gwicokera na matiroria uria wajia kwiyuria ciuria. They make sure wonekaga ta wi muguruki. So every time you start questioning patterns na system icio, they make sure andu makona ta wi muguruki. Na tondu andu ignorant na foolish ni oigethe no ri manyitanaga makajia gukuruma. And that's why ndukana kwire mundu ino thi. Never die for people. Mundu ni akue gikuo giake. Let people die in their own foolishness. Let people die in their own ignorance. Ndukana kwire mundu. Just speak. Uria kuigwa ni waria kindu ateithike. Uria utekwenda, let people die in their foolishness and in their ignorance. Na nikio ndimwiraga Jesu ndakuire. Gutire mundu ungi amuragire. He did not die for anybody. Na religion ndimwiraga mwaheni ate Jesu ate you are born sinners, because for you to control people you must lazima uwazie guilt. Usoke umederie kindu gitagwo condemnation nigetha mature in a perpetual constant need ya kwenda gukenagia Ngai uyu, na Ngai uyu no ni Ngai ino yao, na Ngai yao niki ni nda ciao. Nwanyita nikio no mwaka religion ya thondekirwo ni Rome nigetha munagie you media ciarirwo na mehia ko mi Ngai te mukigua atia aciari tugaga Ngai ni muthingu acoke athondeke kindu kina mehia. Who is fooling who here? I mean the image of God. Ati na no ndimwiraga religion gospel na ya gutinda mukirwo ati tinda ati mwirire ni muguthira ta Ngai atakoragwo akimenya ati gwani Ngai utanyitagwo ni surprises atia ati Ngai ni anyitwo ni surprises ni ta Ngai uria wa Garden of Eden ati ngina ndamenyaga hari Adamu ari wiha. You see, because his religion, it was created. Ngai uria wa ma has nothing to do with religion, has nothing. Na akoragwo thiini waku, and that's why you give your power to these people, and that's why mukuaga ni undu wa urimu nikio andu marathira ni undu wa urimu. Knowledge will preserve your life, wisdom will save your life. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Na ni thayo anita ndukambatie andu ange me haha iguru turikie nao.
Leule ni nguga ndure matige gutinda makiuga ate kanitha ni urateithia, kanitha ni ureka, kanitha ni uratwara andu iguru. Hatire kanitha uratwara andu iguru. We na ngoro yaku mperekane mjue kama utakuwa msafi na tiguru. Pastor mwatwirire atiriri Ngai ndakoragwo na wira wa gutinda akiumba andu. Mundu mwakuaga Kenya agathia agaciarwo India kana agaciarwo UK. Ungiaga kwa UK agoka agaciarwo Kenya. Urona mundu muiru no thure yo kai uyu kai nake ni muthaka ta muthungu anga uyu anga hana ki. Ungiathire agiciarwo ni wa rwimbo guthia agiciarwo kimuti aturaga hurutukaga ni ruhuho na kuu. No ti matu-ini guthiagwo. Ngai niwe uyu uria ageka muico wa thi, no ti mundu wa thi atindage agimakia andu.
Muhonokio uria wetereirwo ri ahonokie thi ri etagwo wisdom, etagwo knowledge, na thi no ndigathira. Everything when knowledge come, everything will be in perfect harmony. And all that has been here for millions and millions of years, and it will continue being here for millions and millions of years. We are waiting on knowledge to come upon us so that everything can harmonize. That will look at what greed does. Ado greed maranyitanire farafara ya nyamu wild beast story the cigarette how millions and millions of years. Ni undu wa greed.
Imagine
what greed looks like.
Imagine we haujari duramaka ati hau neha nyamu yo ni agirire gukorwo guku thi na ndithiagira kundu guothe hau no hwegeraga ugathii ukaigirira mukawa hau.
Greed.
Anyway, muhindira tukemenya ri ni tuge niguo Ngai agatuhe utheri wa kwimenya, na mundu ni agirirwo kwihoyagira nginya agithi kuri arathie akemenyaga niwe u tondu waga kwimenya ni ukumenywo utajengwa. Tulikosa kujipanga, tunapangwa. Thaici ni tutige kubangwo maundu maria ma sherehe uratora ni taimi sherehe iria mathiete ri arora aini itu ni guthira marathira niki ni nda kwenda kukura nta mundu kweria tariaga gwake. Irio icio murathi kuria cia pate nicio citumaga uture
Orimo.
Uthire we waria we wiki ciana ciaku ciraria pateo nigetha gutuike gutengera uguo akorwo ria gasukuma kwako endelea kura sukuma ushibe wathi kugura soda nywe ndukuremwo ni kwigurira soda muratengerania na irio mugatengerania na ikuo cianyu muratengerania na irio mugatengerania na wonje wanyu muratengerania na irio mugatuma andu angi mature na thina wa kumucangagira why ona andu acio magirire gutiga gucangirwo nigetha matige gutengerania na irio andu monaga marerwo tu thieni na moheo mbeca icio ni cia guthie wodi hawaski magathi makoya mundu akenina mieri 3 we wodi ni anjia gucangirwo aheirwo 50 agatuma andu matonyerere 100 kana 200 why sini kufua watu wajinga na ni watu wazima
ujinga
turakiga marakiga tondu nio marakiga ni ndingeingiraga mutego-ini ucio marakiga ni undu wa tama na kwenda guheo maritwa macio maraheo makambukiza kuri ithue matumaga nginya andu angi mathie nao magathi nao kuri iria nume uyo mzee alisema uria wanyitirwo na ku David macokeirio nginya gikombe mekireirwo nginya gikombe nigetha matuike ni ici aya thiko ici tiguo riu kuri marathi mundu areka kiundu kinene ugacoka ukona ameshushwa mpaka unasikia mpaka aibu kutoka mbele ya watu no wetwarire nigetha ugeko haifo icio ni wewe wetwarire na maguru maku ikorwo wari na ka wisdom kanini tu kani we yuria endetwo hau niki giatuma thie niki kiratuma heo sifeo sema uko mgonjwa ka nyumbani kaingiri 50 we nduri mbeca bengi ungihota kuruta uhuthire ni ngiri 50
no korwo tari nacio no mbeca ni gwethwo ciethagwo thiu menye uria ciethagwo apply principles cia mbeca and money will come.
Exactly.
Do you know there is a principle of finances that mbeca ni igufuataga handu haya gucifuata? The people who apply principles of finances and money follows you.
Urona andu mareka ati maundu sijui Kenyans tumefungwa macho turia ige maitho urona mapastors guiria marehumba urakora ni nyamu hau no tondu ina mathagure iyo ni njiwa shwari na tugatengera ithuothe kanitha-ini ucio every week kwina mathiko kwani murarega kwiyuria uguo niki andu acio marathi kanitha metereire Jesu acoke wacheni kufungwa kitama na shetani shaitani ahuthirite pastors these days na maroka mena kanwa kega muno ga kwaria na waingirira pastor ukanyitwo kana ukoragwo reke tutigane na mapasta koma ithayo
thengiu muno uthamaki uria mwetereire no uthamaki umwe tu Kristo uria mwetereire no umwe tu wetagwo knowledge wisdom so that is even what kiria Ngai ombire thi nakio aria magetereire guthie matu-ini ri continue premeditating on your death continue ukiugaga thi no ti yanyu you will disappear because as a man thinketh and so is he we attract nikionaga andu iru no mwaka matinde makiheni na horo wa matu-ini they are hell obsessed with heaven na aria mamuheire horo ucio mendaga kuya nguru ndigo kuguthondeka heaven on earth guku na kuria maikaraga mugwitaga maju shamelessly where they have created where systems work kuria maundu memega mugwita maju nyinyi mko wapi yet you can do the same thing mweko siani ene kama the people who live in ignorance na wage ya kwera andu seek wisdom seek knowledge and you have a fiber inside of you you are a son of God wisdom dire kuraihu nawe you are a part of it when the mind is blind the eyes are useless murekirirwo ngina manogo ma pastor mau ma kuria magira mahinya mao kanya muko uciro wa okradi arekirire I want you to Google that image. It represents the spirit of death. Ka ghost kau is the spirit ekumathini wa mundu. And that's why ritual ya mutumia ucio no muhakegire kirwo takuite. Ega spirit hiyo yume because everything even in the dark kingdom everything must align. Things happen when things align. As you saw it, you muliona na macho. But mko tu hapo. Alafu gathi ugakwira ku mukauga Ngai araheanire, Ngai aroire, Ngai uriku. Ngai akenagio ni gikuo kia mundu munini eke atia. Ni Ngai uriku ucio kena akimwikira pini ya gikuo kia andu anini. It's your own foolishness. Ngai ni uge, my people perish for lack of knowledge. You mwe ciana cia uge, orimu mwarutire ku, orimu twarutire ku. Yet we are sons of wisdom. But because we have given power, what have we gained in return? Orimo. So orimo koragwo na ki na go perish. Where are those makauga muri new age muri ake? Continue being in those churches, muri kuagira ku muri bikagirwo ku. God does not kill. Ngai ate akuhe kana coke agutunye. Agu inflict pain yo aigwe wega okigwa ruo. Atiri kiundo mukenagia. Now religion conditioned you. Atiri hindi ria uraigwa ruo ru. Atiri guo thobe yaku iragema. Thobe yaku. Where? The people who know the truth, they avoid suffering. They avoid suffering unnecessarily. They don't suffer or go. And when they suffer, they take that suffering graciously. Mistake when the consequences come, they take the consequences graciously. Maroga, they don't know because of these consequences. But otherwise, blaming demons, principalities, yet you have power and dominion. You are a colonized God by spirits. You are a colonized son of God by spirits. You do akuheana power yaku. Gain your power back. Rule, reign, occupy. You have power, dominion, authority. But people want to feel helpless. People want to feel weak. What are you talking about? You're talking to your father, king, guy, source. No, you insult yourself at a tubu. Confidence. You read your Bible, but you do not understand. It talks of your confidence. It says your confidence has a reward, but you are cowards, timids. Haven't you read that your confidence has a reward, but you're walking timid? They tubu. Most people are not humble. They are poor. Once they start getting money, their true colors come out. Let me tell you the true meaning of humility. You can never be humble if you don't have power or wealth. If you don't have power and wealth, you can never be humble. Hii ingine ni ya kujifanya ya kunyenyekea. And that's why muona mundu akigetu pesa tunini uguo agasejia. They were not humble. That was not the true meaning of humility. If you want to see a person who is humble, it is a person who have power, dominion, authority, and wealth. Na agasoka akenyihia. That's the true meaning of humility. That is your state. Ask for power, dominion, and authority. Power, wealth, get it, and then humble yourself. Then talk of humility. You have even given your spiritual harvesting. I'll tell you how your powers are harvested in energy, in churches, gravels, a place of harvesting of energy. You take your energy to be harvested. You've given them your aura. This kingdom is about exchange. Spiritual things, they are exchanged. It's a currency. Our energies are currencies and frequencies. They are exchanged. They are exchanged by people who have an understanding and those who do not have an understanding. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is your state. You are in a humble state. You are not humble. Get to know who you are. Get power, dominion, and authority. Then when you hear, then let's talk about humility. No, most people when they hear about humility, that's madness. That's stupidity. but get power, dominion, and authority. Know who you are. When you know you are powerful, then you can humble yourself, and then you become as bold as a lion. Maybe you are they are as bold as lion. Do you have the strength of a lion? Do you have the boldness of a lion? Do you have it? Do you have confidence which has a reward? Kana wewe itikitie ati riu worship Ngai nigetha agukenie, you attract God ati na gwinyihia kwita tubu ne kumuingata omuingataga. Ngai ndombire tubu Ngai ndombire giko no ati agatuwe thanda ya maita thanda yake. No, you're a lion. Roll adhana. Power and dominion is for kings. Ati saitani ya kuhinyiririe hau gino kuage ne kuhinyiririo, and power is inside of you. Gina aliga auga kamundu haka mugenye uria gagokira gutiri undu itakona. You are roll, but you must roll with an understanding. Irona kagwikani ni gakegeria gukugana kimururumo kinene kahana gagira takana funny. But when you understand yourself, you roll with the measure area where you. You are gods, you are sons of God, you are gods. In the form of a cat brings forth a cat. In the form of a dog brings forth a dog. In the form of a God brought forth a God and created a dominion for you called the earth. And he said, I've given you power, dominion, and authority. Everything else is under your foot. The fall of man is the fall from a place of knowledge to a place of stupidity. That is the fall of man. Turekirione mercy.
Manyandi aretie.
All right.
Hey, nina nikoma kamakire niko igore nugire horo wa guthii kuria nyama after madhikoni ndego agikuyuta kiu. And you know, some things are not even a matter of spirituality. Maundu mangi ni common sense.
That's the thing.
Maundu mangi ni kuhuthira hakiri tondu wa riri. Tuma guthikana na riu ni mwoka sherehe. I mean, it does not even resonate.
Ati ruriri rwa kuhehia nyama na mburi ya thinjo. That makes sense.
No mugithie handu to mukiuma hau tumurie kanyama handui handu. No ti ati mwathie guthinja muciĩ ũcio riu ati he mundu wina birthday. You know, turaugire maundu ma Satan, they are hidden in plain sight. Yani muhithirwo maundu no ni muramona uguo, no inyuĩ tondu ni mwatumumirio ni religion na maundu matari na kuria marire mutingieka atia mutingimona. Mukona ma coincidence maya ma 11 ukaiga ni coincidence. Wena hakiri ciaku njega ndungiciria atiriri ciaga kuhapenera mundu ungi niki.
The thing.
Ukaiga atiriri, hey, coincidences ni ciekaga atia ni hapenaga. Ukario maundu maria mothe mekikite, stories tara add up, they happen. Nyamu ikaga guikuruka. I don't want to like kurehe story yo nigetha andu matikani point out, but these things, if you are told you're spiritual and you're awakened, you should see that they don't even make sense. Those guys were celebrating and nobody can tell me nothing. Again now, ate nikurugurio mararugurio matuike mapasta. Andu acio ri ona maitho maitu matiriganirwo ni mbica twanona ni njaga nio marohona macukate mahana andu aku na nyamũ icio ciretwo cihana andu turari dutere ni ndona duture na mukanya muiru. I never seen such a thing. I don't even need to be told that thing is evil.
That's a spirit of vulture. Consume.
Mukanya ucio mugonyoku na maitho mairu. So even if I look at it like this without thinking much, I know this thing is not good. I don't need to be religious. I don't need to be spiritual. I just need to use my common sense and know that this is something dead. So why is it doing in a gown of someone who is supposed to be? Nigene kumwire atumia maudi na matuike mapasta. Leave alone adumena such, I mean, public. I don't want to judge them. Tondu makiugaga Ngai no ahũthĩre kinyabanga iria nduhu. And then I've also realized, no. Andu aya tu overthinkaga maundu kana andu aya tukoragwo na discernment. These people that we see things, somehow we are seeing like we are the black sheep of the family. the black sheep. Yani,
That's how the system is designed. Every time you start thinking, you become the odd one. You're not in the same frequency. Obviously,
Yes.
you must be the black sheep of the family.
And I want to tell people, if you have this gift of being a seer or discernment, by the way, you don't have to be the person with the most money. Actually, most of them ni wale hawana do. And just because someone has money, it does not mean that they have a brain. Mungu anaweza pea mtu pesa, mtu mwenye hana knowledge ya spirituality. So don't be looking at someone atiriwe ure ugare. Niguo kuhituka tondu ena mbia. By the way, our parents are also.
In fact, Ngai ndaheanaga mbeca. Ngai angĩkũhe kĩndũ kĩmwe gĩtagwo the ability to create wealth. Wazaida nĩ kumagĩraga mbeca. Ngai hatirĩ mbeca aheanaga. He can only give you the ability to create wealth. Kana ũgĩe na knowledge ya how to attract money. You can attract money. Money can come to you. But you have to understand those principles. And it's common sense. Things are in the plain sight. No adu matirona. Todo leverage you continue being ignorant. We continue harvesting from these people. From their souls, to their money, to their energies, to their children. We harvest everything about them.
Heka undu kangi nginya riu andu metuire kwanja idu andu amuri a kirima ati mundu uria wina mbeca no uthikagiririo muno mundu uria utaciriri we idea yake doesn't make sense na hau niho twatereire kiria ikinya tondu mundu wina mbia ona ngiuka amwire murogote thurakuru nicio cirendia mukwambia kurogota thuraku ku. You know, no, the other person, because they don't have money, they will give you an idea or they'll tell you something you will not do, but later you will come to realize that nganyane ugete odumuna no ni odwa pride yanyu mutikwenda ke ko accept. Me, I want to talk to these people, adware especially these celebrities. Most of these celebrities makorago na true calling and they are truly spiritual and they are serving God in their ministry. No maigira kuria ri magakuo ni kiundu kihuhukanio gya kwenda kumenyekana gya kwenda guthondeka mbia. So they forget their primary mandate, makambia gukururania nake na aya makioikaine ni undu wa mukoroko na kuriganirwo ni kumaumite na ni kumarorete.
Wa grid makaigirio maundu-ine.
Yes, ruo no ngiria nyama icio cikiirwo magongona ri ndurimenya ugithie magongona matari na kuri ona ngigirio ruo urikora gatagati urikora kwa ngoma gatagati kwa maundu-ine nginya utangicoka ribathi already na waingirire, you are halfway there, you have to finish the race or die there. Ruo akiona atiriri I've come this far, let me move on. Ate mundu arathi out of nowhere agakunengera milioni ugure ngari, and the history of this person is wanting, you know. No nawe tondu ni uri urakiona wi mwega ri na uri ugitikirite ri ugetikira milioni iyo. I mean, how? Who just na mundu ucio ri ona gwake gicigo giake kio bunge ri ata hajasaidia watu wake. Who are you to be given that 1 million, you know? Yeah. And why is that person getting a 1 million shillings to give you?
Yeah.
According to their salary. Eti pesa cia muikio ete oka kune.
Ndio me akonirwo ni indo cia tuhu. You know, you love free things na niho mitego ya nywiri. You know, mitego ikoragwo tariu ri hindi thamaki itegagwo ni atia. Thamaki ndikoragwo ihutite. Thamaki ni yo kwiyethera. Ikoragwo mai-ini. Muthenya umwe tu ri ikona irio cia free ciikiritwo handu ihangite igathie kuria kindu gia free muoyo wayo gatunywo. Is the same principle indo cia free. Avoid free things.
Me, I tell people, be overthinkers, question everything. Question everything, trust nobody. Yeah. Don't just see things and think they are in plain sight. Yeah. Dig deeper. Tondu maundu maria mothe monaga, they are very spiritual, especially in Kenya. Maundu maria maingi marekeka ni spiritual. No ngiona mundu urona maundu nginya politics akoragwo akidifa na andu aria angi. Monaga ta muguruki agika maundu. But I would come out of church lesser than I went there. Oh, we get a low vibrations.
You've given your energy, you've given your virtue, you've been harvested.
Yes, urathie kuu wina gikeno, you're expecting God's blessings. No uroma kuu wina, yani wina maundu maingi muceneneko, mundu ni akuhatire, elda ni agukatire, ni arenda gugwika, sorry to use that word, mara ni uthire kundu mugatengera mugakora elda na kairetu akihiuhiria. Oh God, I was like, what is this? I don't want to be in church. This is not good. I'm not the most perfect person, but this does not resonate with my spirit. Because why are you preaching to me heaven and you're doing other things? So, oria tugire uhoro wa religion. Todo tungimenya Constantine Creed oria erire andu madenounce maundu mothe. Madenounce maundu mothe ma Hebrews. Na riu meke maundu mothe ma Roma. Tungikorwo turi andu amwe akenu muno na tungikorwo turi andu amwe very liberated because they gave us what they wanted us to do.
Toria Christians I get ocio no. They don't even read. They don't
know. Yep. And they don't know, and they don't even want to know the books were removed, and they don't want to read those books that were removed, and they don't even want to know what those books were removed used to say. And you know those books that were removed, they used to tell you how to live on earth.
Yep.
Yani oge wa guikara riu twatigeirio mafuku maria mena a lot of spirituality and fear.
Wa guthie matuine. People are meditating. Arafu matuine ki associate na death. So what do people do? Exactly. They meditate upon their death.
Yes.
And it happens in the name only for you to go to the other side. Wakora ngina gutire ngai urona urakora guka wa nyuka ugatiriri eha ngai makuria. What are you talking about?
Imagine.
Yeah.
So I would really ask people okorwo mundu ni arenda guthoma Bible na kuga ni mukristo uthie wethe mafuku macio mangi ugathomanirie na maya 66 wone ati ni kwandikitwo na kwari na manyuya uria wagirirwo guikara guku thi. Yeah. Na macio nimo maundu maria mutendagwo mumenye nigetha muture mwiki mwe blind nigetha mu control ke. Yeah, and that's all I have to say. People need to be very very vigilant, and people need to question everything that they see. Yep. You can pray for yourself because you don't know where you're safe.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you, Mbanya.
Karibu sana Jim Hahara auga law number 1 of economics, there is nothing that is free. Ogekana etiro kindu gia free ria keri ria gatatu, you are the product, you are the menu. Run. Ado yotigani kwenda indo cia free. Run. If you've not worked for it, ask questions. Tiga kwirwo ati hingure kanua unywe dawa urie ni kundi murwaru wa ni diagnose na ki no gukwirite ni gwenda dawa nikio religion mwiraga ati muombe authority ya mwira kwina dawa fulani mugachanjwo. There is a lady that is going around on TikTok akiuga ati andu aria the mathecetwo dawa cia covid nio marokira mugakoma mukagukira and I can see how people are worried, dead serious. Maratinda makiuga gai tugwika atia aramera rihani ngiri muigere kiria channel ine yakwa ya nire kunia WhatsApp kare yaku muke ndimwire because she has also seen an opportunity. Cause why? Maybe she knows something you don't know. Yes, now I like the fact that corona horo ama ni ararihia knowledge. Anything that is given for free or Korea do they don't value. Kirugo the kiheana go gia free. People don't value it. People believe in paying a price for something. And if you're doing that, wawe mutkenda ido cia free. Don't give something. Taro ni githi hado na gigira live ine ya mundu. Jigwe mundu ne aragenia. Ni ne heanaga kindu ku na ndimura ndigwikirie ihwa. If you have followed me for a long time, igekaya na igira hado, gore mundu araheana kindu kiu. Cause I understand the principle ya kwa kuheo indo cia free. I just don't sit somewhere ngai mundu ne arajika wega thiore kindu. I believe in paying for something. Todo ido ciothe cia free, run away from it. Anyway, turekirio ni mase, we call it a night. Ndongerera ithaa rigima tondu ni njereirwo nyingirire kindu thaa 4 na kindu. That's why ndongerera ithaa rigima masi.
Hello, mambo bana.
Poa sana.
Nilikuwa na swali. nilikuwa nimeuliza maybe kama mtu amewaikula chakula mahali ujui like unaweza reverse aje ukaniambia kutumia spells of which I didn't understand how to use the spell. Which spell?
All right. Spells ness you go. You go creator kana sika demolish. All right. You create with words and you destroy with words. You have to understand how that is. That is number one. Number two, nekore kindu getagwo elements of earth. You can reverse something with using the elements of earth. Number one element ne kindu getagwo sube. Sube is very powerful. Number two is water. Okay?
Yeah.
Every time if you wake up sleeping in a dream, a disease is being conditioned in the spiritual realm. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, walk around rosine, whether you remember the things you uliota ama you don't forget, nyuamae as the first thing, arafwe wabewekere sube is an element of earth. It's a cleanser. Demons and spirits, they fear salt. Na nikio demora, Bible is a book of metaphors. Na demora, you read it but you do not understand it. Jesu greatere, you are the salt of this earth. A salt repels evil spirits. It's a cleanser. It's a powerful element. All right. No where roho sube. Urauga Jesu. Dakamya Jesu ne agwire. Dikwe doro giosio. If you ever get into your house and you feel something is off, itasube in the four corners of your walls. Namurago ine, because it repels. Demons hate salt. So ginogikana reakido when something has not added up. Etaru tenere siana si ugane sirare oneda siari gageri okay. My masube. So if you don't know how to use spells, use the elements of earth. One element of earth that is very powerful, salt. Number two, water. Number three, herbs. All right. It's important to have the knowledge of herbs so that you can know which herb to use, how to use it, and when to use it. Water. All right. Onogekana umaja waigira gwaku before you say hi to your children, before you hold them, abeweda apage moko. Because we are conducts of energies. We attract energies and we expel energies. So energies. All right. So if you water is very powerful, and even as you shower with the water, feel the water. Also, connect with the water. It's powerful. All right.
Yeah.
You can wanyita no salt hata hii kawaida salt. So water, salt, herbs, elements of earth, kana spells. Umenya what to say and how to say it. Wata ideka.
Asante, nimeelewa. Thank you.
No ado igimaugaga Jesu ne atukwiriire thakame ya Jesu gutinanike mutidagira mukihoya. Nothing is changing in your life, yet you have power, dominion and authority. Na idosio the orafatara gaine yakuhete, but is in knowledge. Make knowledge your friend. You and knowledge are not separated. You're only separated with knowledge when you fall into ignorance and when you give your power and dominion and authority to other entities. You call your pastors your teachers. You read the Bible but you do not understand it. Do not call anyone your teacher, for you don't call anyone your father, for you only have one father. Let not many of you even desire to be teachers. If you todoate ado na kumahenia mioyo yao ni ukurio. So if you do not understand, don't teach what you don't understand. And what you do not understand and what you understand must work for you. And what works for you has results. Do not preach water and drink wine. If you drink wine, preach wine. If you drink wine, preach wine. If you teach water, take water. Do not confuse yourself and do not confuse the universe. All right. So thank you very much, good people. Tuonane rosio. Gayamuradime. Remember, it's from a place of it's from a place of high concentration to a place of low concentration. Be the concentration of knowledge and wisdom. Now, ogemetia is in the street. Bible, you read the Bible again, you do not understand. You got knowledge and wisdom is in the streets. No ranyeda, dani invite joke gwake. So, and when it comes upon you, trust the process. Yakwira, stop going to these churches. Obey, comply. Tondu nayo dikoragwo gitorerate mundu. Knowledge, when it comes, you have to be one in it because it will guide you, and when it guides you, you better obey. But urenda wisdom, but urenda this is not the way you want to go that way. It leaves. Mugena utko mwega na aria mewira mugitinde muthenya wega tuonane rucio Ngai murathime na uthamaki wake wa ugi wake uromaharukira. Good night and God bless each one of you.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, Anita.